Hey, this is Kat from Red Mountain Shaman, and I share shamanic wisdom through dreams, visions, nature, synchronicities, intuition, channeling, art, music, photography, and shamanic journeys. Welcome back to my channel. I haven't been on here for a couple weeks as we've had some interesting family developments. We just found out my mother has stage 4 cancer, and so we've had a lot of family in town visiting from far away and just enjoying her company and having time together during the holidays. So as I was thinking about this video, I was just kind of reaching out to Spirit and asking who wanted to come through, and my higher self from Ananda, the Ananda collective, wanted to come forward and talk about transitioning loved ones and dealing with that and the cycles that we go through in our lives and that the earth goes through. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope it brings comfort to whoever might need it right now. Thanks. As we merge with you this fine November evening, we ask that your heart remain open to our perspective, as we have a few points to touch on regarding humanity's place on Earth at this time, within the infinite cosmos of cyclical regeneration. November is Scorpio season, and we wish you a birthday month ending in joy and peace and further wisdom as you seek solace and comfort. Many people at this time are experiencing the passing of loved ones. This information was given to you several years ago, and this exodus is now ensued. What we wish to convey is the idea of a natural ebb and flow. The tide pulls back and the tide comes in. Scorpio season carries with it the energy of death and rebirth. But as we pull back from the month of November, there is a theme of death and rebirth throughout all cycles of existence. Even the moon has her cycles of waxing and waning. The earth herself also moves through cycles and seasons. You, in your incarnation upon the earth at this time, are in the final throes of a death cycle. You will see the death of many false systems, paradigms, beliefs, and ways of doing things within your lifetime. And this means that you will also experience some of the birth of new systems, new beliefs, new paradigms, and new ways of doing things within your lifetime. We have mentioned before that a new house cannot be built until the old one is cleared away. Have patience and stand firm in your knowing that this is all in divine order and does not happen overnight, but it is happening as we speak. You are in the process of death and rebirth. Humanity is experiencing this now. It is no longer something that is in the distant future. Stay in close relation to the Creator of all that is. Seek out guidance so that you can expect to enjoy the ebb and flow of life. Your experience on Earth is a time of evolution and an opportunity to gain wisdom through moving through this realm in a way that brings you to higher states of consciousness. It is a time to learn how to flow with the Spirit and trust in the Creator, which is within us all. When we say goodbye to a loved one, it is not forever, it is just the end of a season with that person. We move into new experiences. If they are truly a frequency match to our being, we may and probably will have further experiences with them in future timelines and places, according to our desires. Be not afraid or at loss at this time of transition for your mother, as you will continue in your love for her and she for you. The love of higher realms is never ending. When you experience an earth incarnation, there is often great sorrow and struggle, but also many moments of serendipity, enlightenment, and soul growth. It is a time of deep learning and deep experiencing of the depths of emotion and love, and also loss. This is how the natural cycles of soul growth work, And it is how each individual reacts and learns to be in a state of trust within these cycles that refine the soul. It is pressure that transforms coal to diamonds. I leave this message with you with great hope for the future, where souls may return and experience a new cycle, a time of regeneration, a time of golden honey, an age of sweetness and freedom. It is after humanity stands up to the darkness in the world that a new cycle comes, and it comes on the heels of destruction and tyranny. After the dark night, the sun always rises, for it is the cycle and the order of creation for time immemorial. We leave you this message with love and hope for a new dawn, for it will emerge and is already emerging in those who have eyes to see new horizons. As you begin to walk new roads, the way opens before you. You have it within you what is needed to shine your light into a dark world. You have it within you to show the way for others who are ready. Ancestors gather around you. Angels walk beside you. You who carry the torch through the darkness and into the light. And so it is. Thank you, Ananda. So, interestingly enough, I had a dream it was probably about a week and a half ago. And in this dream, there was a big fire coming towards me in our town. And I was trying to warn a friend who I've really lost contact with. We've just kind of gone totally separate ways, completely different vibrations. As you know, I'm sure a lot of people are experiencing this, kind of like a timeline split, people just on totally different timelines and beliefs. So as this fire was approaching, I was trying to warn her, your house, this fire's coming, your house is going to catch on fire. And she's very nonchalant about it and just like, okay, well, let me know if it happens. I'm like, oh, it's on fire, it's happening. And so I ran to my house, and in the dream, around my house was all this like blacktop. So like it was almost like the fire couldn't get to my house because it was just completely surrounded with blacktop. And I tried to turn on my hose to put out my neighbor's fire, and the hose wouldn't turn on. And then there was this bee on my hand, and the bee kept going into my skin, and I would try to squeeze the bee out, and it just went back in again. So if anybody has any ideas what this dream is about, let me know what you think. But it's interesting in this channeling that they talk about the golden honey. So there's maybe this bee energy was trying to integrate with me. Maybe my hose wouldn't work on my neighbor because they have to put out their own fire. I don't know. It was just a really interesting dream, and the fact that this honey came up again in this channeling. So, if you'd like to support me, you can do that by just subscribing to this channel. It really helps the algorithms. And if you'd like to book a session with me, you can go to redmountainshaman.com. Have a great week. Take care.